Okay, when you first separate these two pieces, this is considered the upper head. This section from here to here, this is considered your light engine. When they separate, more than likely your centering ring is going to be stuck to the reflector. Now, my light is an early model, and the way this centering ring works is see if I can prop this up here. They designed the center hole to do the centering, and these outer two pieces are oversized and they fit over the screws. Be nice and gentle. Anyway, you can see how it's centered, and there's virtually no movement, but there is extra space around these screws. Now on the later models, what they did was make the center hole oversized so it doesn't do the centering, and they made these holes on the screws precision fit. So then the centering ring basically centers itself on these screws, and you'll see a bigger gap between the black and the emitter. And it's important when you go to put this back together, make sure you always take it off the reflector, make sure it's on the emitter and centered up real nice, and then you can take the reflector and put it on top. And it's important that as you screw it down, you want to make sure that the reflector here is lined up and not off center and trying to crush the edge of that black centering ring, because it has a lip around it. You can see the lip. So as you thread it back on, you just want to keep looking around, checking to make sure that the two pieces line up perfectly and the reflector drops right down over that drops right over that centering ring. And it's pretty easy to tell. You just have to make sure it's done properly, and then you can just tighten up this upper head to the light engine by hand. I've only got one hand right now because I'm holding the camera, but basically you can just tighten the two up till they're nice and snug, hand tight. That way you can always break it loose easier. And it's definitely better to break it loose here first than it is to try to take the bezel off. If these are connected, there's a lot of tension because the reflector's pushing on the glass, which is pushing on the O-ring, and it creates a tremendous amount of friction right here and makes this bezel really hard to get off. So I wouldn't even try to take this off. Always take it apart here first. That takes the tension off the reflector. The reflector basically moves down, takes the tension off that O-ring, and then you should be able to twist this bezel off with your bare hands, because all that tension and friction is going to be removed. Anyway, hope this helps some people.